friends, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here and you are ready for some new Christmas inspiration. For everyone who is new here, welcome. My name is Yanni, and of course, if you like everything what to do with Christmas, you are at the right place. I hope you like what you see and you like this content. I hope you will consider subscribing to my All About Christmas channel, so you will find the link down below. Enough talking for today. I'm going to make 3 new Christmas DIYs, so I hope you join me. Let's start. As a main piece we will need for this DIYs is of course our tumbling tower blocks. I hope you have them laying around in your home. Of course you can buy them at Dollar Tree, Dollarama. Here in the Netherlands you can buy them at the Action, and I bought mine, a couple of them online and a couple of them in a garden center. They had a big sale, so I already have a lots and lots of blocks laying around. So there will be lots and lots more DIYs. So I hope you join me as well. So let's jump into our 3 DIYs. So the first DIY what we're going to do is of course making a snowman keychain. At least I hope it's called this way. At least here in the Netherlands we call it a sleutelhanger. So what I'm going to do, maybe you see what I mean, and if I say it wrong, leave me a comment down below. I'm going to glue 3 against each other. This is 1, so this way 3, and the second one, and of course squeeze it, and again 3 blocks against each other, and this is number 2, and this will be a little gift. Here in the Netherlands we don't have a lot of gift basket like a lot of you are used to giving each other, but we don't do a lot of Christmas gift boxes. We do, some people do some Christmas under a tree, but here in Netherlands we have on the December 5, we have some, we call it Sinterklaas. So this an holiday we give gifts to each other, but as long as I have my children, this is already more than 30 years, I'm doing always Christmas presents under my tree, but never a Christmas basket for the children, so because that's not something we used to. So I'm going to make 3 little gift presents, and of course I'm going to do them in a little basket, but of course that won't be the basket you are used to. So, but first I'm going to make my little key chains or key hangers, just how you call it. Now I'm going to do one of the blocks in half, because we only need a half of this block. So I hope you have a little hand saw and you can just saw, and maybe you have even such a scissor which can cut through wood. So, but we only need a half. I have already 2 made, so I'm going to do 1 half on top of here, and this one is so easy to make and even so nice for your children to have on the holidays. And now you're going to, I do it this way, and now I'm going to glue this on top of here in a moment, but first I'm going to paint it, and I'm going to make another one because we are going to make 2. You see already I have both of the base and both of the head, and like you see it's 1 half and 1 block. So what I'm going to do first, before I'm going to glue it on top of here the piece of the head, I'm going to take my black chalk paint. It's a very simple black chalk paint, so you can buy them anywhere. I'm going to do some black only on the tops and on the sides, and then let it dry for a little moment. And then before we go into further with some painting, I am going to glue this on top of here. So I turned over my placemat. Sorry for the mess on here. I know it's not a greatest sight. So I'm going to do take my blocks. He's dried almost, and I'm going to look for where I want to have it. I think a little bit higher and a little bit sideways. So I'm going to do this way, and now I'm going to paint this one in the black color until the half of here, and this one I will be doing in the white. So I'm just going to take some black, and I'm just going to measure out a little bit where I want to have it, so I can get my this way. Yeah, this will be okay. So I'm going to go over here and just paint it a little bit sideways, and only until here, and the rest will be in the white chalk paint. So this will be in the black, and just a little bit over here and on the top. And now we let this dry for a couple of minutes. You see, I also did the back side from both of them in the black color. The only thing what I still need to do is, of course, this one in the white. So I'm just going to take my chalk paint and just make also halfway everything in the white chalk paint. And this time I don't stress it, I am totally making it white. See, everything is painted, just very simple, with the white and the thing. But of course, if you want to have the snowman with another color head, maybe dark red or something else, just go ahead to do whatever you like. I'm going to glue this on top of here, and I'm going to take this sideways until here. So I'm going to do some glue in the middle, not totally till the end, so I keep it in place. And now I'm going to this one over here and this one, so I have a nice this way, and I'm going to do the other one the same, of course not until the end. And I'll try to get them both oh, my English both of them on the little bit on the same side. So you see, this is one and this is number two. So what we're going to do, we're going to look for the sides if I need to work it with some black marker, so I get the lines on the sides. You see, because they are not totally straight, I'm going to work with it with a little bit of the black marker. Now our little snowmen are already almost finished. The only thing what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a little piece of the smaller ribbon, and this one was only $2.75 and it was in sale, so I had a real great deal with it. So, but I'm not going to do it. Normally you can do it on the top, but I don't have the space. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm just going to do them in the middle of the blocks and only until the end of this one. So I showed you, I hope I can show it to you. I really will cut one piece and then it's better to show. Just cut it and just glue it in the middle, just on the end of the edges. So I hope I can show to you this way, and over here and on the this end. So I'm going to glue this, and of course I will do also the other side, and I choose for the little bit of the lighter ribbon, but of course you can do any color you like. If you like another color, green, or maybe something else, maybe darker red, it's also fine too. I always say do whatever you think is right. Just a little bit of glue, just place it on the side and just place your ribbon on the end in the middle. And now I can show to you a little bit better. So no, I'm not going to do it on the back side, and I'm just going to do some glue, a little dot in the middle and over here, and then we're going to place it over here. And now we stick, and now we are going to cut it off at the end this way. And now I'm going to do a little dot over here so I can finish it off, and later I will cut, of course, a little piece extra because he's not totally straight on the back side. So I am going to, this is not the greatest way to do it, I hope you have a better way than I have. So you see, this is already one of them. I'm going to do the second one also, and then we're going to make some eyes. And of course, we still need the top for making it into a keychain. You see, now I have some little packets with some googly eyes. I think they called googly eyes. At least they can go all the way. And it's just a sticker, so I can just remove the back side and I can just glue them on top of here. So I'm going to do 2 of here and 2 on top of here. You see, this is just a simple sticker, so you can remove the back side and just place it on where you want to have it. Of course, don't glue yourself like I did. Like I do. So you see already, now here's already one eye. And we're going to do the second one. And of course, most of the time when my camera is running, I don't get the sticker side off. There's always this thing, and when I pull it out, yes, I got it. Now I'm going to try to get him as even as I can next to each other. And of course, he has to remove a little bit. This way, I show it to you in a minute. Sorry. You see, now he already has 2 eyes, and of course you can choose for a little bit of the smaller ones, but I liked a little bit of the bigger ones. It looks a little bit nicer. So I'm going to do this one also. You see, the eyes are already on top of our snowman. What we're going to do, I took a little piece of my backside of some googly eyes, and I did it in a little bit of an orange color, just to see how it will look like with a nose this way. Because I am not a great face maker, because I am really bad in making faces. I can do, at least I think a little bit, I can do some DIYs, but faces are not my greatest thing. So I just did one on top of here, and I'm just going to look for if it stands out all right, because normally you have a piece of a carrot and you can make a little round here and go this way, and then you can go make a little smile, or just do it a little bit smaller. So, but I think the orange color looks nice, but we will see how this will turn out. But like I said, I am really not a great nose maker, so I'm just going to make a little round first, and I hope that in a moment I have the size I want to have. So this is of course a little too small, so I will do my best and then I show you what the result will be. So I did my best. This is the best nose I can I can make. So sorry, bear with me. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take my black marker and I'm going to make a little smile over here. So, and then we are going to do the top and do some ribbon over it, and then our little keychain is ready. So this is how the smile turned out, but it's really easy for me. It's just making little dots. So this is quite easy for me to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some beads. I always have, sorry for the noise, I always have a big bag with some wooden items inside of here. It can be buttons, it can be little pops, it can be beads, it can be anything. I always keep everything from every DIY I make or pieces I buy. I always buy the wooden stuff and do it in one bag. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 of my beads, this one, and we are going to glue them on the top of our snowman. And of course I'm going to do this in a little bit of some furniture wax. Then I'm going to glue it on top of here, and then we're going to do a little piece of ribbon through it. So of course you can do a metal ring over it inside of here. Whoop. But I do a piece of ribbon. I like that a little bit better. So, and then he will be ready. So, but first I'm going to glue it, because if I do first furniture wax, then he doesn't stick anymore. So first I'm going to do this one, and just in the middle and just on top of his head. It's very easy and very simple, and I always do it at last, because or else he wouldn't stand anymore. I have to do him in the middle, at least if my glue gun is working, and there he is. And now I'm laying my bead with the openings on the side. I put him above, this way, and remove the glue. We don't need, of course, it's a little task to do because it's very small. You see, now he is already his, and the sides are open. So I'm going to do the other one also. So both of my beads are glued on. What I'm going to do, take some furniture wax, and I'm just going to give it a nice coat with some staining. And of course, then we're ready to do a little piece of ribbon or twine, or just maybe, like I said, a metal ring. So I let it dry for a little moment. You see already how he's changing. See already I did some ribbon through the little beads, and now I'm looking at it. You also can use them as an ornament in your tree, because I think it's also nice for an ornament. So you can do anything with it. So I am really happy how those cute little snowmen turned out. And we are going to do over to our next DIY. For the second DIY, we are going to need, first we are going to make 2 sets of 2. So we are going to glue one on the sides and again against each other, and try to get them as straight as you can, because this will be a stand, and we are going to make a menu holder or a name holder, just what you want. It can be for your menu, and it can also be for your name place setting on your table. We are going to do the sides, and again squeeze it together, and again remove your glue, because it will be much easier if you already removed it. Now we already have the stand of our menu holder. We are laying it over here. Now we're going to make, because we can make it a square, a piece on top, but that will be not really like Christmas. So I'm going to try to make our tree. We are going to make, the first row will be of 5. So you have 5 blocks next to each other. Try to get them again as even as you can. And the 4th one. And for everyone, this is taking a little bit too long for you, please skip forward, because I don't want to bore you. Of course, I hope you will look how it will be made. But of course, I understand also if you think this is a little bit too much of my time. I understand that too, especially when you have to remove your glue. We are going to make 1 line of 5. We are now going to make 1 line of 4, and again next to each other like this way, and the 3rd one against this one, and squeeze it real hard. The last one of this row, try not to blind you with my glue gun. If you have questions about the glue gun, it is from the Lidl, just how you call it. It is everywhere in every country. So, and this one is only, I thought, 18 euros. It's similar like dollars. So, and he is wireless, so it is very nice. Now we're going to do the next row, and this will be from 3 pieces. Just do 3 blocks next to each other, and this one, and the last one. And now we already have almost our tree. What we're going to do, we are taking the 5, we are going to glue the 4 on top of the 5. Just lay it over here and do it in the middle and squeeze it real hard. So you see already, now you have this one, the 5 and the 4, and we're going to do the 3 on top of there, and again in the middle, and squeeze it real hard. And now the only thing, of course, if you want to have them a little bit bigger, you can make 2 blocks together and just do this one in the middle and 1 on top, and then you have a really bigger one. I hope I can show it to you this way. So this is the smaller one, and if you do it with one on top of here, then you have a little bit of a smaller tree. But also you can do, I think I'm going for the bigger one to make them a little bit bigger. So I'm also going for 2 blocks against each other again, the same like we did the other one. Again, squeeze it this way and glue it on top of the 3. And so you can make a unique name place or just a menu place for your Christmas table. And now we only need the top, and of course if you want to leave it this way, it's also fine too. Of course you can, I can show it to you with the stand, it is also this way, but I always think it needs a top, so we are doing the top. And now we're going to glue this one also on top of each other. Remove our glue, and now we have to get it off our table or else we will be stuck. So this is already a nice little table or name setting for on your table. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make another one, but first later on I'm going to do this in some furniture wax, and this will be in some paint. But first, the second one, you see here we have the base of our trees. And what you're going to do, of course, if you have 5 people, 6 people, you need a couple of more to make. But you see already, they are so easy and fast to make. So this will be a nice setting on your table, and you can do them in any color you like. Of course, like I said, I'm going to do this one in some furniture wax, and I am going to do this one in some schoolboard paint. So you can write easily on top of the name, the menu, or something else. But this one will be in the black, so I will turn over my placemat. So that's always a little bit better to work with. And you see already one big mess on my on my charger or placemat, just what you call. And I'm going to make this in the black color. So of course, but you can use any color. If you like more the green color, it's also fine too. So I will do this out of camera, because or else this will take much too long. So you see already both of the trees are in the black color. I didn't do my stand in the furniture wax already, because I still want to glue it on top of here, and then I'm going to do the furniture wax, or else it doesn't stick on top of each other. The first thing what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to use my sticker letters, and I'm just going to write here the name, the word name, because I use it as name tags for the Christmas. So I'm going to use this one. Of course you can use wooden letters, you can use anything you like. The only thing what I see is that they are already falling off their little paper, so I don't know how great they will be, but we will see. I think I'm going to place them over here. Of course I can change them up, and you see already this is a little bit difficult to get them in the size. I hope this is wide enough. We will see if I get the whole word it's inside of here. We will see, but most of the time I think, and now this doesn't work, so I have to go a little bit lower. So I have to go over here, and now I have to go over here, and we still need the letter A, and this one will be over here. So I will, and of course I know when I show it to you right now, you see it backwards. I know it's just my telephone. Later you will see the right way, but I'm just going to use a name, and then you can write the name of the person over here. And of course you can use only the word from someone's name is also fine too. Do whatever you like. I will make both of them ready, and then we're going to glue the stands under it. I have on both of them now the name of at least the word name. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place it now on top of our frame. But you can make the frame, of course, also a little bit wider if you like that better. But I'm going to do for this size. And I am going to do some glue on the bottom. Of course I have to wait a little second until my glue is dried up. At least not dried up, heated up. I'm sorry, English today is really really bad today. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. I hope you bear with me. And now we're going to place it on top and in the middle. So I have to make sure that I have him in the middle, so he can stand on his own. And you see already he can stand on his own. I have to show it to you a little bit this way. And now we're going to do the next one. Of course, on the bottom. And I do a little bit more than maybe I should have done, because I really don't like it when he's falling off my little stand. And also this one is stuck on here. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take some greenery, and I always have some leftover greenery, and I'm going to pick out a little piece with my little tool. You see, I'm just taking the head off, and now I'm going to do some little pieces over here on the bottom of my stand. Of course, I'm doing a little bit of glue on here and just lay it in the middle. I show it to you in a moment. I have to lay it in place first, because or else he will be getting away from me. You see, this is one, and now we're going to do the other one. Of course, we only need the top. I cut off the top, and I'm going to do some glue on the top and side this way. And now we're going to place them against each other this way. And in a moment I show it to you a little bit closer. But you see also, this is a very simple and easy DIY. And maybe you can do some little berry. I have here the lighter berries and a little bit of the darker berries. You can do one in between, or you can do two together. But I think I leave it very neutral, so I am going to leave it this way. So I will do the other one too. You see, both of our Christmas trees are already finished. The only thing what we're going to do right now is the last thing, and that is just some simple furniture wax on the bottom of our tree, because everything is glued together right now, and now we are ready to give it some furniture look. Of course, just only the stand which is standing on. So you see already he gives now a little bit more of a rustic feeling, and I love always the rustic look. So I will do both of them. You see already I have my furniture wax on the underside of our tree, but you see already this tree, I was trying something out. I was missing a little bit of the red color in my DIY, so I chose for a little piece of ribbon, just from side to side, just do a little bit of glue on the end. I have to do it this way because he goes everywhere, but not the way I want it to go. So I have to lay it down over here, wait a little second, then we're going to go to the other side and do a little glue over here. Of course, a little dot is more than enough, and I'm going to lay it over, keep it in place for a little second, and then we can cut it off. I turn it over and we are going to cut it off this way. And you see, now we have a nice little red touch also on our name tags for our setting of our table. Later on you will see the end reveal of all three of them, but for now I have to tell you first a little important announcement, so here it comes. And before we go further to our next Christmas inspiration DIY, I have to tell you that this video is also part of a beautiful get-together which is hosted by the beautiful Shantell from Crafty Hints. Her co-hosts for this month are Amanda from Six Kids and a Glue Gun, and of course the beautiful Brenda from Rustic and Lace. And the get-together is called We Gift You a Merry Christmas. Of course, I will place a link with the playlist with tons of beautiful gift inspiration for you to find. And of course, I will place a link down below for all three ladies with their beautiful channel. So go check it out and give them some love. For now, let's jump into our next Christmas inspiration. For this DIY, we are going to make some Christmas book stands. But of course, we give always our own twist on it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make 5 blocks on top of each other. So this way, I'm going to do them in a row, and I'm going to do 2 rows for the bottom. So this is one, of course. This one is a very easy one, so maybe also nice to make with your children for on their room, because you can use them for any kind. I use them for Christmas, but of course you can use them for any season or any decor. It's not only for the Christmas season. Also on this channel, it's all about Christmas, but of course when we have in January, we are going to do the Christmas spirit, but of course with a twist, so you can also use it in your decor. So if you're still wondering what I do with this channel after January, then you are still at the right place, because we are going to make still great DIYs which you can place for your Christmas season, but you also can use it in your daily decor or with other seasons. So if this still is not a thing, I hope you will subscribe, of course, to my channel and see what January and the next beginning of the year will bring. Now we do number 4, and afterwards number 5. Then we already have the first bottom of our book stand, and we have to make sure that they are similar. And now we're going to glue everything together, of course, this way. Squeeze it, and you see already this is already one bottom of our book stand. We are going to repeat the same way. We are going to do again 5 blocks next to each other, this way. Squeeze it again. If you also loving this kind of blocks, just let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to know if you also work with these little blocks, because I am really a little bit addicted to them, because you can do so much with it. But of course, if you want to see other DIYs, it's also fine. Just let me know. This is already one of the sides, and you see we already finished one. Now again we're going to go for the second one of the side, and then we already have one base of our book stand almost ready. And how easy is this? This is 3. Now we need number 4. Again over here, and number 5, he will be here and this way. And now again we are going to glue both of these pieces together, and this way again squeeze it and push it down this way, because or else sometimes it goes a little bit not in a straight line, but sometimes a little bit more off the line. And you see, now we're going to glue this one on top of it. I showed you this way is a little bit better. I'm going to glue this one over here. So I'm doing some glue over here. this way. And now I'm going to glue it on top of here. And of course I can better lay it down and squeeze this against it. It's a little better. This way, just squeeze it. Then you get it a little bit better. So you see, now we already have our own book stand. At least this is the base. We will work further. So the base is standing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make from 5 blocks. I'm going to make a little display on top of here, because I want to have a series of 5 pieces over here to get it a little bit higher. You see in a moment what I mean, because later on I will do something on top of there. So that's why I'm going to do from 5 blocks. I'm going to make a little display. I don't know if you call it a display, at least something I will do on top. And this is number 3, of course, and number 4, and we are already almost there. And it gives also a little bit more stability on your book stand. Of course, it's not a book stand for lots and lots of books, because or else it will be tumbling over. So that is not, this little bit more like the core piece than really something to use for. So you see, I'm going to do some glue over here. And I'm going to place it down, of course, also on the sides. And I'm going to place it inside of here and make sure that it sticks on the same side, so we get a straight line. So you see, this is what we get right now. This is already one of our stands, and I will make a second one before we go further for the next step. So I will make the second one. Here you see already the base of our little book stand. I'm sorry, I already have my telephone with me. I don't know why, but, at least I am reachable. So if you want to call, you always can call me. I am going to paint this stand. I'm going to do the black on this side, and I'm going to do the bottom in the furniture wax, so that it gives a little bit more structure. So this will be furniture wax and this will be in the black color. And then we're going to make a little, I think a couple of snowmans, but a little bit different than you normally used to, a little bit different shapes, let us say it that way. So I'm going to paint it and do it in some wax. For the black, I use my schoolboard paint, because I always love the matte finish of my schoolboard paint. So I will use this color, but of course, like I always say, you can do any color you like. If you like a different color better, it's also fine too. So I'm going to do the tops in the black, and I have to be careful that I don't do the black on the parts that it doesn't need. So I'm going to do this top, and I'm going to do this one, and the rest will be in some furniture wax. So I will finish this off, and then we are going to do the next step. You see, I did already the black on top of here. Now the pieces which are left, we are going to do with some very easy and simple, just our brand furniture wax you just saw me use earlier. So I'm just going to take some furniture wax and just do everything which is not in the black color. So of course I will do this out of camera, because this will take much too long. My little stands are drying. What I'm going to do, I did get out my bag with my wooden pieces, and you see already this is so many different things I always collect. So everything was wood I always throw in a bag, and later on I will see where I use it for. Now I did got out of it is 2 of the same like this one, two of the same like this one and two of the smaller one like this one. I'm going to paint all 6 of them in the white chalk paint. And you see, I'm just using the very simple white chalk paint. So don't buy too expensive paint, because I always say maybe sometimes you have to go over it a time extra, but it doesn't matter, because you don't want your DIYs to be too expensive. You see, I will paint all of them in the white color. You see already the stands are dried up, and of course also my little, I want to look at them like little snowman, but you see already I did some little googly eyes on top of here, and I did it out of camera because, or else it will took you most of your day, because I show it to you in a moment. I have those little googly eyes on top of my hand. They are so little, and they are from sticker googly eyes. So before I had the sticker on the back side of the googly eyes, it took me so long because I'm an old lady and my eyes are getting a little bit worse. So I had a really tough time to get the sticker out of it. So I have all 3 of them, and what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take my red velvet ribbon again, what I also used in my other little presents. I'm going to make a little scarf out of it to around their necks, and then I'm going to make I think a little nose and a little mouth, if there is a room for it. We will see, but first I'm going to do the little scarf. You see here already I have my little snowman. He's not totally finished because he needs a nose and a mouth, but I did some scarves around it, but I did it on camera, but I I deleted it, so I am so sorry, but it is very easy. Just this is the same one if I have here. This it's very easy. Just do a little bit of glue in his neck. Just lay a piece of ribbon inside of it. Just 1 drop of glue, and just glue this already together. Then move over to this side and glue it this way, and then you're going to take this one and glue it this one down, so you see already, and then make on each side a little fishtail, so you have a nice little scarf around his neck. So it is very easy, everyone can do it, but I'm so sorry, I don't know how it has happened, but I really pushed the wrong button. What we're going to do, I'm going to take my orange and my black marker, and I'm going to make a little nose and a little mouth. So I will do that right now. See already I did a little nose and a little mouth, and like I said earlier, I am not a great face maker, so I just leave it to that, and I am happy how it turned out. What I'm going to do before I glue them on top of here, I need a little red over here, so I'm taking my ribbon again. I'm doing a little dot of glue on top of here, and I'm just going to do the front, not the sides. So I'm going to do some glue, and I will show it to you immediately. Sorry if I am not straight in the camera right now, but I show it to you in a moment. And my idea is just on the top, so not the side, only the top. So I will cut it off this way, and I'm just going to glue it. And of course, again, I'm just going to take some glue on my ribbon, and I'm going to measure out so I am in a straight line, because we don't want the line is not perfect. So this is what I mean. So not the sides, only a little bit on the front. I will do the next one too. Now our stands are finished also, and before we're going to do the really last step is put some greenery on it. We are going to place our little snowman. I have to look this way. I think I'm going to do this one over here, and I'm going to do this one over here, and the smaller one over here, and I'll show it to you in a minute. So I think I'm going for this setting. So just very simple, just 2 on the back side, a little bigger one, maybe a mother, a father, and a little snowman. So I'm going to glue them, and I'm going to glue them also on top of here. So you see, I have the ribbon also on top of here, and the snowmans are glued on top of here. The only thing I always miss is a little bit of my greenery. So I take some old pieces of greenery and I just cut it off. I'm going to do one over here so I can better show it to you immediately. So do a little drop of glue on the end and just place it in between the two little snowmans and keep it in place for a little moment. So here I do this one, and on the other sides I'm going to do another piece because it's just what you have laying around, and of course squeeze it in between. I show it to you in a moment, don't worry. And I will do this one on this side, and then I show it to you. I will squeeze it over here and lay it down. You see, now we have a nice some greenery inside of our little book stand. So I will do this one also, and then you see the end reveal of all my 3 DIYs. Now when our DIYs are finished, we have to make a little idea of a gift box. Like I said, here in the Netherlands we don't do the gift boxes, but when I would make one, I would always love my greenery. So I took an old little crate or box, wooden box. I have them already for a long time. So I did 7 of this kind of greenery. I show it to you. 7 of this kind of greenery inside of there, and just leave the stems on so you can use it later anyway for something else. So I'm going to lay this inside, and now I'm going to do 3 of this kind of picks. You can buy them at the Dollar Tree. You can buy them anywhere. Here in the Netherlands they are also, and I've ordered this one I think online. So I'm going to use 3 of them, and then we're going to do our little presents inside. So I keep it very simple. And here you see already I did 3 of the red picks inside, and I use my a little bit beaded garland. It's also an old one, and I did it in some furniture wax, so he's already very old, and I just pushed it in and just leave the tassels out of it. So this will be my gift box. What I'm going to do right now, you see here already our DIYs we just made, and I'm going to try to give them a little place. I don't know if I succeed to get all of them in, and then you see them outside, but for now you will see the end reveal. And here you see finally the end reveal of our homemade from Tumbling Tower Blocks little Christmas gifts. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I hope of course you got a little bit inspiration from it to make a couple of your own. In a moment I showed you a little bit closer, but for now thank you so much for being here and spending a little moment of your day together with me. And of course, if you're new here, I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and of course everyone who is not subscribed, I hope you will subscribe to my All About Christmas channel. You will find the link in my description box. Of course, you also find the link for the playlist with tons of beautiful gift inspiration for you to find, and our main channel Deco Easy with lots and lots more DIYs for the Christmas season. And of course, if you haven't still not enough of me, you can find me in my Etsy shop. There you find seasonal prints and in little signs for in your decor. So come on over and give some look to it. So enough talking. I wish you all a beautiful day. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye.